Hi everybody. From marking your work, I've noticed that this particular question, this maths question, a lot of you struggled with. Either you got the incorrect answer, you didn't answer it, or you've actually asked me to give you some support and go through the question itself. This question can be found in the maths reasoning pack we sent home on day 12, question 3. Now, the question says, this is a diagram of a vegetable garden. It shows the fractions of the garden planted with potatoes and cabbages. The remaining area is planted with carrots. What fraction of the garden is planted with carrots? Now, I've had all sorts of answers. I've had a really common answer, which a lot of children have put that the answer is 1/4 because it looks like the cabbage patch, so it must be the same. Now, what you must note is that this diagram is not to scale. So that means it's not drawn accurately. Okay, and that's thrown a lot of children off. Now, you need to know and remember that all of these fractions, so all of the three fractions, need to add together to equal one whole. It's really, really important. Now, the way that we can find the missing fraction and make sure that all the fractions add up to one whole is by adding the two fractions that we know already together. So we've got 2/3 and we're going to add to it 1/4. Okay, now looking at that question on its own, that is an arithmetic question that you may possibly find on an arithmetic test. And you guys are amazing at those skills. So looking at that now, you go, oh yeah, I can work that out. So that's, it is disguised, this particular question. It is a reasoning question. That's why they're slightly harder. So when you're adding two fractions together, the first thing that we need to do is ensure that the denominators are the same. The most quickest, easiest way of doing that is multiplying the two denominators together. So we can multiply the 3 by the 4, which gives us 12, and we can multiply the 4 by the 3, which also then gives us 12. So now the denominators are the same. But you've got to make sure that whatever you do to the bottom, you must do to the top, the numerator. So I've multiplied this 3 by 4, so I must multiply the 2 by 4. So that gives me 8, so 8/12. And then I've multiplied the 4 by 3, so I must also multiply the 1 by 3, which gives me 3. Now the denominators are the same, I can add these two fractions together. So 8 plus 3 is 11, and always remember that the denominators stay the same. So these two fractions added together give me 11/12. So my missing fraction is 1/12. Why? Well, because if I add 1/12 to 11/12, that gives me 12/12, which is equivalent to the same as 1 whole. And remember, all of the fractions within an area need to add up to 1 whole. So your answer, guys, is 1/12. Okay? So these questions, they are disguised. You need to use your comprehension skills to actually work out what is being asked of you. What calculations do you need to do to work out the answer? And all it is there was adding the two fractions together, and then you can find out your missing fraction. And remember, they need to add up to make 1 whole. I hope that makes sense, guys. If you've still got any problems, you want any practice questions around that type of style question, then I can send you some. If you still don't understand, I can do another video for you. Thank you guys for anyone who got into touch with me and said that I'm struggling with this, or who have submitted work so I can mark it and then give you some feedback via a video and help you guys. That's great. That's what I'm here to do. So please ensure that you do that. Okay, don't be afraid to do that at all. All right. Thank you guys. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you later.